So trust in reverse. It's something that you're not trusting. This could be a person, place, or thing. I feel like on the outside, look at the end. Person, place, or thing might want you to trust. Place, or thing. I feel like on the outside, look at the end. Person, place, or thing might want you to trust. Trust in reverse. Trust in reverse. Let's see where this trust in reverse energy is coming from, y'all. Trust in reverse. Trust in reverse. So, well, a misfortune. That's probably why you're not trusting this shit. Probably been bad, nothing but bad luck since. So unlucky. Excuse me. I don't know what the hell I just said. Unlucky, unwelcome change, setbacks, misfortune, delays, loss of control. I could already see now. You're probably not trusting some shit. That's why trust is in reverse. Because it hasn't been doing nothing but bringing you bad luck and setbacks. Okay? Giving you the feeling of losing control. Unwelcome changes. I wouldn't trust that shit either. So 4 swords upright. Rest, relaxation, contemplation, peace, contemplation, recuperation, rejuvenation, sanctuary. I feel like you're in your sanctuary. Your sanctuary could be a place of peace, where you can rest and relax. Contemplation on anything that you feel is probably going to shake your energy or disturb your spirit. Anything that you're not trusting. And especially anything that's bringing in bad luck when you're already in this rest and relaxation kind of phase or energy, space. So I don't think you're allowing anything in that you don't trust. I think that's what that trust in reverse is for. Ace of Wands upright. So encouragement, creativity, enthusiasm, new opportunities, progress, passion, fearless, vitality, breakthrough. I feel like you had a breakthrough. Your breakthrough sent you into your sanctuary. But mind you, you rested up and you're relaxing, basically recuperating in your peace, getting ready for these new opportunities, this progress. Okay? I feel like that rest and relaxation is needed for that vitality, for whatever breakthrough you're anticipating. Page of Cups in reverse. Broken dreams, creative blocks, emotional vulnerability, immaturity, envy. I feel like this is some of that energy or characteristics wrapped up in some shit you're not trusting. Mind you, this is also wrapped up in that shit that was bringing you bad luck. Broken dreams, creative blocks, emotional vulnerability, immaturity, and envy. Yeah, that shit wasn't doing nothing but bringing you in bad luck. And this may be a person, place, or thing that you feel like is bringing this vulnerability, immaturity, enviness, broken dreams into your space. And that's why another reason why you're not trusting this shit. Hey, y'all. Hey. So the Hermit in reverse. Loneliness, isolation, seclusion. Being overcome or paralyzed by fear. Antisocial, restrictive. I feel like this is the energy. This is the energy that you're in towards anything that's going to break this peace and contentment that you're in. Okay? You're in a rest, relaxation, place of peace. Literally. So I feel like anything that's coming into your space that's unlucky, unwelcome change, setbacks, misfortune, delays, or lost control, that's that bad luck. Okay? And that bad luck may be coming from loneliness, isolation, seclusion, being overcome or paralyzed by fear, antisocial, and restrictive. Mind you, the Hermit in reverse is how you could also be acting towards anything coming in your space that you don't trust. You ain't trying to see that shit. You ain't trying to hear that shit. You ain't trying to be about that shit because all that shit you feel is bad luck, which could be true. Mind you, Wheel of Misfortune is in reverse, but upright it is the Wheel of Good Fortune. So you could think that anything you don't trust could turn your good luck bad. So you probably think too, the best way to avoid it is staying in your peacehood, staying in your sanctuary, staying in this recuperation mode, but also rejecting anything that could jeopardize your light, your self-reflection phase. The Hermit upright is self-reflection. So anything that's coming in that's not with that, you're rejecting that shit. Okay, if it's not gonna give or bring you guidance, you're rejecting that shit. If it's not gonna bring you the light, if it's not gonna help you be a better you, you're not trusting that shit and you're rejecting that shit. King of Pentacles in reverse. Feel like this is some more shit you're not trusting and you're rejecting. You're not rejecting it because you're not trusting that shit. And more bad luck shit. Failing business, poor financial decisions, materialistic, instability, obsessed with wealth and status, obsessed with wealth, status, and possessiveness. Once again, if that shit ain't with the light, if that ain't shit, if that shit, oh, thank you, appreciate the love. If that shit don't align with your self-reflection, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna bring you out of your sanctuary. If anything, you're gonna reject that shit too. If it can't guide you out of this King of Pentacles in reverse, if it can't guide you out of failing business, if it can't guide you out of poor financial decision, if it can't guide you out of materialism, instability, if it's some shit involving being obsessed with wealth and status and possessiveness, you're rejecting all of that shit. You're not trusting that shit right now. I feel like even if it rings a bell to anything close to any of these traits, or give you the feeling of it's gonna bring you bad luck, you're not trusting none of that shit. Yeah. Especially, this is some more shit you rejecting and not trusting. Failed emperors. Domination, rigidity, excessively controlling, tyranny, lack of discipline, stubborn, rigor, aloofness. Especially if it's a bad emperor coming in under the perception of giving you the light. You ain't trying to hear that shit. You're not trying to hear that shit. That's an unwelcome setback. That's an unwelcome change. Especially if you're already in this phase of recuperation in your sanctuary. You're not finna allow nobody to come in and try to take control and give you bad guidance. You're not gonna trust that shit. You're gonna reject that shit. So the Fool in reverse. The Fool, you ain't playing with no fools either. Recklessness, folly, careless, holding back, naive, inconsiderate, hasty, easy to manipulate. You ain't letting no, mind you, the Fool in reverse is the real fool. You ain't letting no fool come in and try to give you no guidance. You will not be moved. You will not be bothered. You will not be fazed. You ain't dealing with no fools either. Seven of Cups upright. See, this is why, because you're trying to keep your options open, and I don't blame you. And I feel like this is what you're in this rest and relaxation phase for. You waiting on these endless choices, these opportunities, daydreaming, wishful thinking, searching for a purpose. I really feel like you are literally holding yourself in your sanctuary phase until you can find your purpose. That's when you gonna move. Okay? That's where you gonna come up out of this relaxation and contemplation phase, this recuperation. Until then, you resting your feet. Just for confirmation, y'all think I be playing. The personal card is trust in reverse, right? It's some shit that motherfuckers want you to trust that you ain't trusting, that you rejecting. You ain't feeling that shit. You ain't. Just for confirmation, King of Cups in reverse. This is more explanation on what you're not trusting and why you're not trusting. Untrustworthy, unproductive, intolerant, withdrawn, manipulative, emotional influence. Emotional turbulence, going up and down, back and forth, all kind of shit. I feel like this is more shit you're not trusting. If anything comes at you right now in this energy, child, you got your peace so protected, you ain't trying to hear that shit. Okay? You're not trying to receive bad guidance. You're not trying to be bothered with any of these energies and any of these characteristics because you too busy trying to keep your peace, y'all. I don't blame you. All right.